Last week here on Thursday Night Thunder, it was a rematch from week 1, Joshua Wells and Gravedigger, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer. However, it was this time that Brodozer took it all the way to the top, knocking off the Gravedigger. Here's your current Thursday Night Thunder champion.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a sold-out MTA Arena for Thursday Night Thunder, Episode 80. Can you believe this, ladies and gentlemen? 80 weeks in a row, we have brought you Thursday Night Thunder, and if you're new here, give this video a big thumbs up. Let's see if we can get it over to 100 likes, because we're about to turn 16 of MTA's baddest monster trucks loose, and it's going to come down to who can knock off the Brodozer. All the trucks are staged up and they're ready to go. They cleared out pit party. As we take a look at round 1 action, BKT will take on Iron Warrior. That's followed by Metal Mulisha taking on Dragonoid. Then we'll see the Gravedigger take on Crash Test Dummy. And to round out the first half of round 1, El Toro Loco takes on Cyclops. Now up first here in round 1, that is Jason Craddock out of Chris Baluk's Bad Weather Race Camp, one-time Thunder champion in BKT. He's set to take on the new rookie on the scene. That's Sean Ryan out of the Hagerstown Bandits and the Iron Warrior Ford. They're staged over in the far lane. Now, Sean Ryan and Iron Warrior still getting their feet wet out here on the MTA circuit. Jason Craddock knows how to get the job done as a former Thursday Night Thunder champion. Both trucks staged now as we go green to kick off week 3 of Thunder in the December season. Up and over no man's land. Some big time air, and they come across the line, and your winner is going to be Jason Craddock in BKT. He will knock out Iron Warrior here in round 1. As we take a look at the photo finish, it wasn't by much, but BKT getting the job done. Now, up next here in round 1 action, we've got Peanut coming back to the starting line this week in Metal Mulisha. He draws up against one-time Thunder champion Aaron Church out of Sky High Racing. Bakugan Dragonoid, he's looking to show Metal Mulisha what's going on here in round 1 action. Peanut looking to grab his first victory out here, but you know Aaron Church and Dragonoid ain't going to cut him no slack. He's ready to put Dragonoid at the top of the mountain right here tonight. Both trucks staged now. Metal Mulisha taking on Dragonoid. As we go green now, looks like Metal Mulisha got him up the line. Aaron Church, Bakugan coming back. And what a close race it was, but Dragonoid beat him out in the end, picking up the win. Next up here in round 1, none other than the Outlaw, 2-time Thursday Night Thunder champion and the Gravedigger. Now set to take on the new kid on the block, Kieran Adams, out of the K&J Race Camp. Took Granddaddy's ride to his first ever Thunder victory at the beginning of the November season. Now in his new ride, and he's been nothing but spectacular out here on the MTA circuit. He has got a tough hand here in round 1. Taking on the Gravedigger because Josh Wells has been on his game this season. Down the straight stretch now. Gravedigger with a slight lead, but Kieran coming back. And Wells picks up the win in the end right there, coming across the line. Kieran Adams, I don't know if something went wrong with the truck. However, Gravedigger moves on. Up next here in round 1, second generation driver Ethan Wagner in Cyclops. Set to take on another second generation driver. That's Carson Wells in El Toro Loco. Now, both of these young drivers are hungry. They want to make their mark out here on the MTA circuit, and they want to start racking up the wins, something bad. Ethan Wagner in the far lane, Cyclops ready to take on Carson Wells in the near lane, and El Toro Loco, the Crazy Bull. As we go green now down the straight stretch, looks like Ethan's got a lead on him. Big time air, and Cyclops puts the El Toro Loco on the trailer here in round 1. Ethan Wagner moving on to round 2 in Cyclops. Up next here in round 1 action, we have got Logan Wallard out of Granite City, Illinois in the Taurus Chevrolet. He is set to take on 5-time champ Mitch Brown and Bigfoot out of Pacific, Missouri. Classic battle here in round 1. Ford taking on the Chevrolet. You never know what's going to happen when these guys start laying down the big block horsepower. Logan Wallard looking for his first Thursday Night Thunder championship, but in the process he has to try and knock off a 5-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. Bigfoot Taurus now as we go green. Looks like Brown got him off the line. Up and over no man's land, and Taurus loses the body. But I think he came back on downtown Mitch Brown there in the end. Taurus lost his shell there coming across no man's land. We are going to go down to an MTA replay and take another look. Downtown Mitch Brown in the far lane in Bigfoot got Taurus off the line down the straight stretch. Watch him go over no man's land. Some huge air by Taurus. Kind of pogos it on the rear end. Loses the body and they come across the line. And Taurus by inches gets the win over Bigfoot. Wow, that was an incredible race. Next up, J.R. Seasock in the higher education cool bus. Now set to take on four-time Thursday Night Thunder champion Jeffrey Skipper in the brand new U.S. Air Force Afterburner out of the Johnson Motorsports race team. Now, he came into the December season as champion, but he won that championship with the West Virginia Mountaineer. He's looking to put U.S. Air Force on top. Both trucks are staged. There's a green light now. Both of them dead even down the straight. Some big-time air by Skipper. Turns it over. Coming across the finish line. Some sick air by Jeffrey Skipper in the U.S. Air Force Afterburner. Getting the win. That was incredible. But next up in round one, 9-time Thunder champion Rich Wagner set to take on Jason Wook, one-time Thunder champion, and Prowler now joined forces with the Johnson Motorsports race team. He has got the best of the best equipment underneath that Prowler machine. But Rich Wagner, another competitor out of Wells Motorsports now, a 9-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. Who's going to take it into round two? There's a green light. Wild Hair and Prowler. Prowler got him off the line. Wagner trying to come back. And it's not going to happen. The crazy cat Jason Wook and Prowler put Wild Hair on the trailer here in round one action. Next up in round one, Mark Galloway and that brand new Hot Wheels machine looking good last week. He is set to take on the current Thursday Night Thunder champion, 3-time champion I might add, Ryan Johnson, the wild man in Brodozer. There you see him, the checkered flag flying, staged over in the far lane. Mark Galloway has something to prove. He performed so well, made it to semis last week. He's got his hands full, trying to knock off the champion early in round one. There's a green light now, and Galloway got him off the line, up and over the cars. And Mark Galloway and Hot Wheels with a huge upset here in round one action. He knocks off the wild man. The checkered flag is up for grabs here tonight as we continue on with the show. What an incredible race from the rookie. Now we're heading down to the pits from earlier here tonight. Taurus lost the body coming up and over no man's land. The crew's down there thrashing. They're going to plan on getting the body back and mounted on the truck. He has got a lot of work to do to come back just to get it refitted to the truck. Now over in the far back of the pits, Jeffrey Skipper, hard roll over there in round one, rolling the truck over across the finish line. They're hoping to be back for round two as well as we take a look at round two matchups. BKT set to take on Dragonoid. Then we're going to see the Gravedigger take on Cyclops. Then hopefully Taurus gets it back because he's got a matchup against the man he was in the pits with, Jeffrey Skipper. Up first, we've got Jason Craddock back to the line in BKT. Now set to take on Aaron Church and Dragonoid at a Sky High Racing. Both drivers representing two different teams, and they want to perform well for each team, but there can only be one that advances in the semis. Jason Craddock, a one-time champion, as well as Aaron Church, staged in Dragonoid. Both trucks at the line now. There's the green light. Hard off the line for BKT. Dragonoid coming back on him, though. Up and over the cars. And Aaron Church and Dragonoid get the win over BKT here in round two action. Up next here in round two, second-generation driver returning, Ethan Wagner and Cyclops, now set to take on the Outlaw, Joshua Wells, two-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. And boys, he has got Gravedigger running top-notch all season long. The Wells Motorsports crew has been putting a lot of time and effort into their team. Ashley Obie been performing well in the Wildflower. Now Josh Wells in the Gravedigger has been running spectacular. Now set to take on Ethan Wagner here in Cyclops. What can the rookie do to the veteran down the straight stretch? They're up and over no man's land, and Ethan Wagner with a huge upset in round two. Knocking off the Gravedigger, he puts Wells on the trailer. Ethan Wagner and Cyclops just cemented his spot in the semifinals. Let's take a look at this photo finish. It was close all the way down to the wire, but Ethan Wagner gets the win. We'll see him in semis. And up next, returning Jeffrey Skipper, the crew got the truck back together in the U.S. Air Force Afterburner. He was down in the pits with this man, Logan Wallard, and the Taurus Chevrolet out of Granite City, Illinois. They have got the body mounted back on the truck. He is looking good and sharp. A huge leap there in round one action. He's looking to keep it a little bit lower to the ground. They did a little adjustment on the shocks. He is set and ready to go. Tow truck stage now. Here's the green light now in round two action. Looks like Skipper's got a lead on him. Big time air and a smooth, bad, fast pass by Jeffrey Skipper in the U.S. Air Force Afterburner. We'll see him in semis. That was the smoothest pass I've ever seen that truck do. Now up next here in round one, the man that caused the big upset in round one, Mark Galloway and Hot Wheels, now set to take on the Crazy Cat out of Johnson Motorsports race team. He's looking to defend his boss here tonight. In Prowler, can he knock off the rookie sensation, Mark Galloway, and that brand new Hot Wheels? Or is Mark Galloway going to go 2 for 2 against Johnson Motorsports? Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to come down to the bare wire. Both trucks staged. As we go green now, looks like Prowler got him off the line, but Galloway hanging right there with him. But Prowler, it looked like Jason Wook and Prowler got him. It doesn't even look like Mark Galloway crossed the finish line there. He got crossed up on the cars. Going back to the photo finish here. Yes, your winner is the Crazy Cat, Jason Wook and Prowler. What an incredible line of matchups there in round two. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We have got semifinals coming up next on episode 80 of Thunder.
You called down the thunder, well now you got it.
Well, I hope you guys are ready because we're going racing on Christmas Day, and I can't wait to be there with all the MTA fans. Looking at semifinal matchups here, though, Dragonoid, Arent Church set to take on Ethan Wagner and Cyclops to kick things off here in semis. There you see the Dragonoid, Arent Church, a one-time Thunder champion. He hasn't done it in Dragonoid yet. He is set to take on the new kid, Ethan Wagner, who's been knocking him down all day long here on this episode of Thursday Night Thunder. Ethan Wagner looking strong there in Cyclops, but Arent Church and the Dragonoid, they've got it dialed in here tonight. Who goes on to the finals on episode 80 of Thursday Night Thunder? Both trucks stage at the line as we go green now down the straight stretch. Dragonoid's got a lead on him up and over no man's land, and Arent Church takes a big easy win over Cyclops, getting crossed up there in the far lane. Dragonoid is in the finals. Next up here in semifinal action, Jeffrey Skipper bringing U.S. Air Force Afterburner back to the line. He's set to take on his teammate, the Crazy Cat, Jason Wook and Prowler. Both of them representing Johnson Motorsports, and the owner, Ryan Johnson, couldn't be happier to see two of his trucks, one guaranteed to go to the finals. Both trucks are now staged at the line, and both drivers look so strong in that last round, but who's going to take it home? As we go green now, Skipper's got a lead on him coming down the straight stretch. Some sick air! Jeffrey Skipper launching the U.S. Air Force Afterburner, knocking off the Crazy Cat here in semifinals. What an incredible leap! Oh my word! Jeffrey Skipper sending the U.S. Air Force Afterburner to the moon. And ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We have got the finals coming up next. U.S. Air Force Afterburner takes on the Dragonoid. You don't want to miss it. Attention, Monster Truck Attitude fans! If you and a friend want to get in on the action of side-by-side Diecast Monster Truck Racing, be sure to log on to Facebook.com and check out the group Monster Truck Attitude and watch for registration. The link is in the description of all of our videos, and you can get down and dirty in the pits or go side-by-side Monster Truck Racing. Sign up for events like Sunday Night Madness or Thursday Night Thunder, and check out all the latest stuff on Monster Truck Attitude on Instagram and Facebook. You won't regret it, so check out the group Monster Truck Attitude. Back here now on Thursday Night Thunder for the finals of episode 80, and we are ready to go. Jeffrey Skipper bringing U.S. Air Force Afterburner to the line. He's looking for championship number 5. He is set to take on Sky High Racing's very own Arent Church and Bakugan Dragonoid, a one-time Thunder champion. He's looking for victory number 2 here to close out episode 80. Who's going to take it all the way and get their additional Thursday Night Thunder championship? U.S. Air Force Afterburner, Bakugan Dragonoid. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime on Thunder down the straight stretch. Skipper's got a lead on him. Dragonoid trying to play catch up, and Jeffrey Skipper clinches his 5th Thursday Night Thunder championship in the brand new U.S. Air Force Afterburner. As we go back and take another look at the MTA replay, Skipper got him off the line. Dragonoid from the start tried to play catch up on that Johnson Motorsports power plant. Watch him up and over no man's land. Dragonoid gets a little crossed up coming across the cars, and it was all Jeffrey Skipper taking home the win. And ladies and gentlemen, he has got to be MTA's Rookie of the Year. But congratulations to Jeffrey Skipper and the U.S. Air Force Afterburner on your 5th Thursday Night Thunder Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and take a look at the overall point standings. Taurus, Iron Warrior, El Toro Loco, and Metal Mulisha all hold the gate closed here in Week 3 of the December season. Now at the top half of the bracket, your top 3 haven't changed this week. Gravedigger leads with 145 points, followed by Brodozer, and tonight's winner, the U.S. Air Force Afterburner, tied at 140 points. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for coming out for the 80th episode of Thursday Night Thunder. I sure hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. 'Cause it's